You're the creator of one of the most popular Python frameworks, and you're a self-taught developer, right?
Yes.
What are your thoughts about college degrees and education nowadays?
I think, first, I think what is most important is solving a problem and focusing on solving a problem and learning stuff to be able to solve the problem. Uh, to solve the problem, you need to have tools and you need to learn them and learn how to use them. There are many ways to learn what are the things that you need to build and to solve problems. One of those ways is just like, yeah, college, university, and like if they have good materials, if they are teaching you good stuff and like they are doing it in a good way so that you can actually understand instead of just like getting overwhelmed with some like, I don't know, old teaching style or something, then that's great. And if you can afford it also, and if you have like the chance to go to the university that you want to go or like that, the point is the quality and the value that you get from that study is actually great study. If you don't go to the university, I like I didn't go, and I would like to say I'm fine, I guess. uh, in particular, when you are dealing with computers, you can learn most of the stuff online.
And
Actually,
on your
from
own.
universities, like I took a bunch of online courses from Stanford, Berkeley, MIT, and a bunch of these places have a lot of the information available. The same professors, the same exams, the same everything. It's just free online, and you can actually study it. So I think it's key. It's super important to study and to learn stuff, and like I keep studying and I keep learning stuff, and like I'm still today studying stuff all the time and learning, trying to learn all the time, and it's a nonstop thing. That's also one of the things that happens with universities. Sometimes people feel like, okay, I'm just gonna study for 2 years, 6 years, I don't know how many, and like then I'm done. And now I
It
have
never
like,
ends.
yes, now I have this title that says that I studied that thing, so I don't have to study ever again. And like that's not
The
true.
world is evolving very
Yes,
fast, lots of new technologies, techniques.
yes. And in particular, dealing with computers, in many cases, it evolves faster than how fast many educational institutions keep the pace on. So you just really have to be ready to be studying all the time, and also without like having like a very structured guidance and like just like going reading the documentation and figuring out what is the thing that you need to learn.
But sometimes some companies want you to have a degree. And I remember that once you commented there was a job requirement to have 4 years of experience with FastAPI for regular Python developer position. But that happened when FastAPI existed for a year and a half only.
Yes, yes. Ah, and it just keeps happening. Like I keep seeing like new job. Like when I had like 3.5 years of having built Fast API, they were requesting 5 years of experience with Fast API. Like,
10
what
years
is
of
it?
experience.
Yes, yeah. It's I. So the thing is, in many cases, one of the only indicators some people have, recruiters, or I don't know, of like how good a person is for something is like how many years has this person been doing that? And it's like, but I think
Mm.
it's a very bad indicator. It's just, like
Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything about the
the
quality of their work,
yes,
about their
yes,
motivation.
yes, and like you can take one person, and this person has been working in computers and like doing stuff for 10 years, and maybe those 10 years this person was working exactly in the same thing, the same feature, working on it over and over again, not changing anything, just like making sure that it keeps working, just like taking care of the in one of these large corporations and taking care of the little button in the top right corner. That is the thing that they do and they have been doing for years. Yes, they have years of experience, but how useful is that experience if you're not learning new things? And at the same time, you get like some person that has been working for 1 or 2 years in a startup and got to learn like front end and back end and how to debug and also like how to write documentation and how to talk to people. And I feel those 2 years of experience with that might be much more valuable than the 10 years handling one single button in the corner.
Hmm.
So I feel like years of experience, I don't think is a great indicator. Like you should be evaluating skills and what is the value that you can have from someone. I don't think a university degree or like something should be the main thing, the main filter.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I think that that doesn't really make sense. Even more in our field, that like you just need to be learning so much stuff. I mean, if you can get a university degree and you can go and like get a PhD or whatever, like that's great, great
Mm.
for you. Like you just probably learned a lot and you had to deal with a lot of stuff, and that's great.
But it's not necessary.
Yeah, and it's not the only indicator that you're actually good at the stuff that you are doing. There are things that can be a more important indicator, like the code that you write, and like maybe if you have done like open source stuff and like things like that. So I think it will be better to be able to evaluate more the specific skills and the things that you can actually achieve than what are the like the list of fancy things that you can uh, yeah put on the resume.